For instance, yung Project Dapitan is an acronym really for Development Assistance Program Integrating Technology, Agriculture, and Entrepreneurship. In fact, nag-launch kami ng pilot site ng livelihood project sa Angono, which happened to be the hometown of our Supremo. So maraming nakinabang, 200 beneficiaries, at sila ay magtatanim ng mga gulay, believe it or not, sa mga bakanting lote sa subdivision, at yung mga ibang government-owned land, no? So maraming nakinabang, nagulat ako, meron pang Honda, commercial.
Paano nila na sustain yung ganong mga paghahalaman or pag-agrikultura?
Masyadong mahusay itong ating nagtatanong. The seed capital came from the United States. Ambag-ambag po kami doon. Nagpasayaw kami, nagpa-dinner,
So may fundraising kayo doon?
Fundraising po kayo sa Amerika. Mga contributions is as small as $10, $20. Alam mo yung ating mga kababayan sa Amerika, I guess this is true anywhere. Mahirap humingi ng limos. Daling tanong. $10 lang, ang dami pang tinatanong. But anyway, so nakalikom kami ng 200,000 pesos, dinala namin sa Angono, at pinagpala tayo ng Diyos. Ang pamunuan ng Angono ay minabuti nilang triplihin yung aming 200,000, naging 600,000. So ang aming pong panaginip, kami nga, sa mga bayan pang ibang pupuntahan namin.
Akala ko, Doc, kapag ikaw ay na US citizen, ikaw generous.
Generous naman, may limits lang ang generosity.
Hindi maiwasan yung tanong.
Dapat naman na magtanong, dapat naman yun, at nasa karapatan naman yun na nagbibigay. So, kung sabi nga, gagayahin ng ibang bayan pa sa Pilipinas, yung pupuntahan ng aming organization, which is the Federation of Independent Legions of Immigrant Philippine Americans in the North Americas, nauubos ang breath ko, it's Filipinas for short, which is the tawag ito, yung prime advocate ng Project Dapitan. Ngayon, ini-scale up namin siya, so we're now tying up with other socio-civic groups like the Knights of Rizal, of which I'm also an honored and privileged member.
Alam mo talagang pang-radyo ka, sir, Alam mo
ang ganda ng boses ni Doc.
Aside from that, mabilis ang oras sa pag nasa radyo. Mabilis ka magsalita.
You have to be quick on your feet, every
Doc,
second counts.
kumustahin ko lang mga partners, no? Doc, after nung surge nung COVID, so kumusta yung mga kababayan natin ngayon dyan po sa US?
Well, ang pinakamalungkot na parte niyan around 24-25 kung di ako nagkakamali na actual nurses natin yumao sa paglilingkod at inialay ang kanilang buhay sa pagsisilbi sa ating mga, hindi lang mga kababayan natin, kundi yung mga pasyente nila sa hospital at mga nursing home. At kung kaya ko nakakarinig ako na ang COVID hoax, ay hindi yan totoo. Puro kalokohan lang yan, pandemic. Kaya isa po sa mga proyekto namin ay magtayo ng isang memorial para po alalahanin ang mga sakripisyo. In this case, ultimate sacrifice ng ating mga nurse na mga Pilipino na yumao dahil sa kanilang paglilingkod during the COVID pandemic.
Alam mo, pinakagusto kong itanong at i-clarify kay napakagandang pag-usapan yun yung binabanggit niya na, tama ba, if I remember it right, Doc, intergenerational
generational existential threat.
Ayun.
I think this is what you need. This is GET, get, no? This actually pertains to the Overseas Filipino Bank, that topic that you just brought up, no? And this was born out of my conversation with my own children, no? During dinner, sabi nung anak ko, Tay, alam namin na sustain kayo nagpapadala sa Pilipinas kasi meron kayong kapatid, bla bla. So, mga pinsan namin, di ba, pinaaral naman ninyo yun. Pagdating ba ng araw, kami ba may obligasyon pa doon sa pinsan namin na paaralin din namin yung anak nila? So, at that moment, siyempre sinagot ko, kung ano na lang ang maluwag sa puso ninyo. At ang kinakatakot ko dito is, ilang pamilya pa kaya sa buong mundo out of the 10 million overseas Filipinos are having this exact same conversation.
Exactly.
So nakikita ko na ngayon na in a generation, yung ating mga remittances from abroad, magpaplato po yan kung hindi po yan bababa. Dahil next generation na po yung mga, siyempre, less attached, yung emotional attachment mo sa iyong homeland, unti-unti na yung nadadilute o nawawala. So, kaakibat po niyan, bababa po ang remittance papuntang Pilipinas. And at the same time, we are now sending majority of what we are deploying are domestic household workers, which do not make the kind of money that nurses, engineers, doctors make. Right? So, $400 to $600 a month. So, pababa ang kita ng ating mga dinideploy, and sabi ko nga kanina kay Padre Kera dito we are scraping the bottom of the barrel. We are now sending domestic household workers. Who are we going to send next? Sex workers na ba? So, this is the trajectory of our future. And if we don't address this, panawagan na po sa ating pamahalaan, marami namang matatalino sa inyo dyan. As long as you realize and recognize the problem, marami pong solusyon para dyan. And one of those are the Overseas Filipino Bank, which will require another hour just to talk about the specific
yung Overseas Filipino Bank, kasama po yan sa plano ng DMW.
The Overseas Filipino Bank is before is a postal bank, now is a land bank.
Okay, it's owned by the land bank.
Alright, so talaga bang na-utilize yung Overseas Filipino Bank in remittances from abroad, like in US, or?
Meron naman siyang mga naiinganyo ng mga Overseas Filipino workers na mag-open ng account, But those of us who are among the overseas Filipinos, in fact, they question whether you are a dual citizen, you live in America, how are you an OFW? Look, I'm overseas, I'm Filipinos, and I was working, because now I'm retired, right? So I fulfill all the three words. I am an OFW. So don't tell me na, porque hindi ako contract worker sa Middle East, I'm not an OFW. Please stop questioning the status of other Filipinos abroad. Because they're overseas, they're Filipinos and they're workers. So therefore, every single Filipino abroad is an OFW. So yung OF Bank kasi, ang original concept niyan is, pag-aari dapat ng mga overseas Filipinos ang bangko na yan. And for the purpose na yan po ang ating talaga hinahanap na foreign direct investments. In this case, you will exploit the 10 million Filipinos who are abroad. Let them own this bank. Let them prosper. Let them make money. Let them compete in the market. We're not asking for preferential treatment.
Yes.
You have rules, you have a game. We want to play this game. Let us play this game and let us own the Overseas Filipino Bank. And ang magiging neto niyan, ang magiging effect po niyan is dahil may-ari po sila ng bangko, mag-i-invest po, may po trabaho ng bangko mag-invest. And because they're Filipinos, ang natural tendency nila is mag-invest sa Philippines. So we foresee that the Overseas Filipino Bank, if it's owned by Overseas Filipinos, will start building their own malls, their own condos, their own resorts, and generate jobs here in the Philippines.
Correct.
And if you don't do that, then katulad ngayon, ang aking credit card, Bank of America, Chase, Wells Fargo, whatever, foreign bank, Deutsche Bank, HSBC. Whereas if you encourage them to transition to the Overseas Filipino Bank Visa card, for instance, they can live their lives and spend and swipe, there are swipe fees.
So you're saying, sir, self-sustaining sana yung OF Bank kung ipupool ng mga American citizens yung kanilang mga pera doon sa bangko na yon.
Filipino-American.
When it started, what the government needs to do, and this only requires one signature. Dalawa, kasi merong executive secretary sa ilalim. The President of the Republic of the Philippines, by virtue of his power under Executive Order 44, ginawa po and we praise the PRRD for doing that, medyo nahilaw. So it is time for our President PBBM to now amend Executive Order 44 and transition, for instance, the board where it is dominated by people from the land bank. Lima ang seats out of the 9 ng Overseas Filipino Bank. If only the land bank can cede the 4 other seats na hawak ng land bank sa Overseas Filipinos, then they have control of the board, and of course, like any other business, you control the board, you control the business. Right? So meron na po kasi ngayong isang OFW doon, sadly is pawn shop owner. I don't know how.
So you're saying, sir, para mas maliwanag, yung composition ng board should be the composed of American citizens.
No. Not American citizens. Overseas Filipinos.
Overseas Filipinos,
They
I
could
should say.
just be permanent residents abroad. That means they have not renounced their citizenship. The example I was giving is because some in America, specifically, nag-dual citizen na.
Yes,
May mga
oo.
Canadian Filipinos, mayroong German Filipinos, may Italian Filipinos, and so on and so forth. So this, unfortunately, ang statistic kasi, 4.5 million of those 10 million are in America and another 500,000 in Canada.
Or imagine those figures, sir, no?
Oh my God.
Sa number pa lang ng mga Filipino citizens, dual citizens, ay talagang makakapool na sila ng resources para paanda rin yung OF Bank, sir.
Yes. And the initial capitalization of OFA is already existing. It's called the OWA Trust Fund, which is now deposited at the Land Bank and the DBP. That's about 20 billion pesos. So, if that fund was to be transferred to the Overseas Filipino Bank, watch us and we will show you how to drive the Philippine economy by using the assets and the purchasing power of the overseas Filipinos.
Well, as to investment, sir, so what areas of investment ang nakikita nyo para ilagat dito sa Pilipinas, sir?
Well, the very obvious low-hanging fruit, ika nga, is yung katulad ng ang skyline ngayon ng Metro Manila, nakikita nyo. Without doing statistics, I can say na kalahati ng mga building na yan hindi nakatayo kundi dahil sa pagbili ng mga kondo ng mga overseas Filipinos. I can say that without batting an eyelash, without really doing research. Kalahati ng building na yan, wala. Dahil mga overseas Filipinos po bumibili ng mga kondo.
Correct.
Kung mga resort is the same thing.
Yes,
Kung wala
correct.
po yung mga overseas Filipinos na dumadayo at namamasyal o nagpapadala ng pera para yung kamag-anak nila ay makapamasyal o magpunta ng mall, manood ng sine, ang ating pong Philippine economy,
Yes.
mamawiwindang-windang po yan. Pag medyo tumigil po yung si remittance.
Totoo naman yun, Do, kasi ang presyo ng kondo dito, napakamahal.
Yes. No, so,
More than 5M.
studio, 1 bedroom, mga palo ng 4-5 million.
Oh, yes.
So, so what average Filipino can afford that?
Correct.
Kundi puro nga advertising ang nakikita ko pag nag-google ako. Dahil nakikita nila yung aking IP address. Puro na lang condo, resort, gano'n ang...
So talaga ang pinaka-market ng mga ganitong real estate ay mga overseas Filipinos.
Yes. So, if you let us own the overseas Filipino Bank, we will happily compete with them. We're not asking for preferential treatment. No subsidies, no tax holiday. Kung ano yung applicable sa mga developer na existing, we will play along with the same rules. But in this case, let us own this bank and let us invest even more into the Philippine economy.
So you're saying, sir, first is there is a wrong or mistake in the composition of the board.
Yes.
It should be amended or baguhin.
I mean, it is Executive Order 44, so for those who are close to the President o mga presidency, pakiano lang, isang pirma lang po yan.
Doc, plano niyo bang makipag-usap kay Secretary Ople as DMW's Secretary and of course the OWA Chairman?
All of this is yes. Problem is sila ba gusto nila akong makausap? Yun ang problema.
Jerome, nandiyan ka naman partner Jerome. I-appointment mo si Doc.
Sa Presidential Complaint Center. They're being prodded by the Presidential Complaint Center. Bakit di nyo sinasagot si Dr. Fernandez? Sino ba si Dr. Fernandez? Yun ang problema eh. They ignore me, they look at me as the person, but they don't look at the idea. And by rejecting our pleas, they are rejecting the idea. Ako, makapalang balat ko. So I don't take offense.
Let's explore the ideas first.
Doc, may kakampi na tayo. Nandiyan si Asek Benny.
Yes. So, meron tayong mga pinalad na mga OFW ngayon na nasa DMW, and they are pushing, in fact, two of them in a recent meeting we had at the DMW in Extension Office ng repatriation center. Maglalagay tayo ng livelihood project and the project kapitan sa Marawi City. As you know, Marawi City is a big problem. It's almost 6 years now, but rehab is still going nowhere.
Yes.
So we will do our little bit no? Na magdadala po tayo ng 200,000 doon sa encampment ng refugees. Lalagay po tayo ng kabuhayan doon.
sir?
Sa Marawi, sir.
Marawi City po yan. Sabi po ng mga kasama ko sa DMW, huwag kayong matakot to, kakakain ka namin. At,
Tahimik naman doon, Doc. Galing kami doon eh. No?
Tahimik kasi wala ng tao, sira na.
Pero grabe talaga yung nangyari doon kung makikita mo talaga. No?
So we try to solve the problem, contribute a little bit. And if what happened in Angono happens in Marawi City, you can just imagine, magdala kami ng 200,000, sabihin ng mayor ng Marawi City, whom I have to admit, I don't know. I have not met the mayor. So kung gagawin nila yung ginawa sa Angono, na yung 200,000, titriplihin nila, gagawin nila 600,000, maraming matutulungan yun. And again, I appeal to the President, please, assign po ninyo ang Knights of Rizal as the lead implementer of Project Dapitan in the Philippines. Meron po kaming 190 plus chapters all globally, 60 of those are abroad. You know, I spoke to the delegations attended the International Assembly. Personal po ako nakikiusap mga Belgian, Australian, Canadian, na nag-a-appeal po ako sa kanila na tumulong po kayo sa Project Dapitan, and it doesn't take very much to do a lot. You know, pero we need the government to push this, kasi pag gobyerno po gumawa, hindi po daan-libo pinag-uusapan yan. Bilyones po yan na kaya pong i-deploy ng government towards this project. Ano po niyo, ito yung project ni this is the same exact project of Janet Napoles. Okay, kaya lang nilagyan ni Janet Napoles ng malevolence. This is the word I use. Kasi ginawa niyang fake NGOs. Now, if you replace the fake NGOs na ginamit ni Janet Napoles with real NGOs, with track records that are international organizations like the Knights of Rizal, the Lions, Rotaries, and I call upon all of you, the JCs, the Kiwanis, the Knights of Columbus, whoever you are, yung mga mabubuti
Any
po mga loob.
organization.
Mag-concentrate po tayo sa livelihood generation. There are 1,400 plus municipalities that are awaiting your assistance. At through our matrix po, meron po kaming very strict, sabi nga po nung aming Supremo sa...
Doc, kailangan lang kitang putulin. Meron tayong oras para commercial. So, 7:25 na po ng umaga. Magbabalik po ang issue ng bayan makalipas lamang po ang ilang paalala.
That time check was brought to you by Philippine Veterans Bank, a bank with a heart for every Filipino. Isyu ng Bayan.
Hello, veteran daw po kayo? Ano yun?
Ibig sabihin, may karanasan at husay sa pakikipaglaban.
So si Papa veteran din. Laban daw niya ang mabigyan kami ng magandang kinabukasan.
For every Filipino fighting for a better life, there is Philippine Veterans Bank. Our forefathers fought for freedom. Now we fight for your dreams. This is Chairman Bobby De Ocampo, next generation veteran.
Paglaki ko, veteran din ako.
Philippine Veterans Bank, generations of veteran tradition. Member PDIC and BancNet.
Sa gitna ng pandemya, palakasin ang resistensya. Siguraduhin ang 7 hanggang 8 oras na tulog. Kumain ng masustansya at manalangin. Isang paalala mula sa MX3. Be extraordinary with MX3.
Hi, I'm Kathy Solis, Chief Communications Officer. I love MX3. Matagal na po akong nagtitake nito, kaya mahalaga to sa akin. In my life, I really feel God's love. In my challenges, I really feel that He's always by my side. My body's the temple of the Holy Spirit, so I take care of my body by eating healthy food and doing simple exercises like walking. I'm a believer of MX3. Noon pa man, naalaga ka. I'm Kathy Solis, bilib ako sa MX3, kaya ako'y uminom ng MX3.
Mahalagang paalala, ang MX3 ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamitin panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Come on, let's go to Isuzu Jaguars. You won't regret it. Come on, let's go to Isuzu Jaguars. We've got your back. Isuzu Jaguars, your partner through it all. Isuzu Jaguars, Isuzu Jaguars, Isuzu Jaguars. Let's journey together.
Visit Isuzu Gencars Makati, Isuzu Santa Rosa, Isuzu Batangas Santo Tomas, Isuzu Batangas City, Isuzu San Pablo, Isuzu Legazpi, and Isuzu Naga. Ngayong pandemya, alagaan ang kalusugan. Uminom ng 8 hanggang 12 baso ng tubig at regular na mag-ehersisyo. Huwag kalimutang magsuot ng face mask at face shield kung lalabas. At ipatupad ang 1 hanggang 2 metrong distancing. Isang paalala mula sa MX3. Be MX-Extraordinary with MX3.
Ako po si Venus Ra, MX3 Ambassador. Mahalaga sa akin ang MX3. For me, it's important to take care of my body dahil araw-araw ko hong ginagamit ito. With the healthy food choices, workout, and with the food supplement that I trust, MX3 Capsule. MX3 Capsule is low in sodium, cholesterol, and fat-free. With my healthy body and inner glow, I am ready to serve. This is Venus Ra. Bilib ako sa MX3. Kaya ako umiinom ng MX3.
Mahalagang paalala, ang MX3 ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamitin panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Narito na ang Filipino Mirror, ang unang tabloid sa negosyo. Nagtatampok ng mga eksklusibong balita at impormasyon ng pagtatagumpay sa negosyo. Ang tabloid na nagbibigay ng gabay at inspirasyon sa pag-unlad at pag-asenso. Filipino Mirror, naglalaman ng mga nagbabagang balita, napapanahong issue, may init na opinyon at komentaryo. Filipino Mirror, ang unang tabloid sa negosyo. Pinarangalan ng Gawat ang Lao bilang natatanging pahayagan sa 3 magkakasunod na taon at marami pang pagkilala. Kaya bumili na at magbasa ng Filipino Mirror ng umasenso sa pagnenegosyo. Gumising sa mga bagong-bagong mga balita. Bumangon sa mga bagong-bagong impormasyon. Live nationwide, worldwide, at netwide. IZ Umaga Balita. Pakinggan sa lahat ng DWIZ sa buong bansa hanggang sa lahat ng digital platforms ng DWIZ. Facebook at YouTube. At watch it live via Free TV sa Aliw 23. IZ Umaga Balita. Kasama sina Hyacinth Ludivico at Jelly Mendez. IZ Umaga Balita. Araw-araw, 4 a.m. Papalakas ng papalakas, palinaw ng palinaw, mga balita at impormasyong naiintindihan dahil malinaw mong nalaman. Tutok lang sa DWIZ. Mula umaga hanggang gabi, updated on air and online. DWIZ. Nagbabalita ng tama, naglilingkod ng tama. Isyu ng Bayan. Kasama sila LIZA Soriano at N. Rosales Dural.
Love is in the air. Everywhere I look around. Love is in the air.
Engineer, pang Valentine's na talaga yan, ha? Kaso wala nang ano dito eh. Wala na raw binata at talaga na. Pwede pang makahanap ng kabalentino at kabalentina. Anyway, nagbabalik po ang issue ng bayan. Dito lamang po sa DWIC. Kami pa rin yung nakakasama, Liza Soriano.
At Ed Rosales Dural. Jerome Patrick.
Ayan, kasama pa rin po natin si Dr. Fernandez. Ano? Yes, partner Jerome.
Uy, batiin ko lang yung mga estudyante ko sa Janssen Perpetual Health, no? Si Aaron, si Amanda, si Chini, si Jamiel, JJ, Lady Leonard, Mark, Paulo, Patrick, at sa Intro to Journalism, si Jay, si Sam, Giselle, Mike, Ellen, and
sana
Emma.
lang hindi sila tulog.
Makikinig. Inabligan niyang makinig.
Manonood sila sa replay.
Mabait ka namang professor, partner Jerome, ano? Anyway, batiin ko rin po nakikinig na nanonood sa atin ngayon si Ginoong Ramon Abadilio. Good morning, Isyu ng Bayan. Ma'am Liza, Sir Jerome, Sir Ed. Happy weekend watching from City of Santa Rosa, Laguna.
Ayan. Alam mo, ang Santa Rosa, isa sa mga pinakamagandang lugar at pinakamayaman lugar sa South.
Totoo yan.
At alam mo ba, partner, na naging eye-opener sa atin yung binabanggit ni Doc, no? Yung problema sa foreign service, no? At may kinalaman ito dun sa existing laws na binabanggit yun na Republic Act
7157.
7157. Ano po ba yung batas na yun?
So, dapat, Doc, amendahan. Kailangan manggaling yan sa both houses of Congress. Ano?
Yes, that will require an act of Congress.
Yes.
Hopefully, bago ako mamatay.
Ano po ba ang defect ng batas na yun?
So,
If I may say may problem.
Yes, so Republic Act 7157 is the Philippine Foreign Service Act of 1991. So just by the date itself, It needs to be brought into the new millennium. No? Talagang medyo tumatanda na siya. No? At may mga provisions na
Kailan ba naging batas yan? 1991. Wow.
Philippine Foreign Service Act of 1991.
So it was amended 1991. It was created 1991.
Yes, so ano na siya,
But anyway,
31 years old na siya.
So ano po ba naging problema nitong Republic Act na to?
So ngayon, marami siya siyempre mga proviso, medyo mahaba yung batas. Pero salient points po na medyo nagkakaroon po ng konting iritasyon, yung halimbawa yung Section 38 na tungkol po yan sa rotation plan na sinasabi nila. Malinaw naman yung batas, sabi, no less than 2 years, no more than 6 years in a foreign post. No? Pero tingnan po natin yung nangyari sa New York. Ay, medyo doon po yung akin.
Ito po yung may kinalaman sa pagtatalaga.
Pagtatalaga ng mga consul general specifically. No? Alam po naman natin na universally accepted po yung ambassador. Yan po talagang highly politicized appointment.
Dalawa kasi yun isang tinatawag na appointed at yung career.
Yan. So tama yan. So ngayon, yung mga ambassador, yan ay mga serving at the pleasure of the president.
Correct.
And coterminous yan. At least, maximum mo kung ano yung upo nung nag-appoint sa'yo, nandun ka lang. Maliban na lang kung i-retain ka nung pumalit.
Pero dumadaan sila sa CA.
Well, that applies
ng commission and appointments.
To career?
Career, hindi yan. Supposedly, hindi yan nag-a-apply sa career. That is where the rub is. So, yung interpretasyon kasi ng batas, may mga sections doon about other things, no? Exigencies of the service. Meron silang ganung language, no?
Kapag nasa government ka, in the exigencies of the service.
At saka particular skills. So ngayon, kaming mga nasa New York, medyo tataka kami. Over the last 6 years, we've had 6 consuls general. So ngayon, isip namin, ano kaya yung mga exigencies of the service that precipitated this revolving door policy? No, bakit? Ano ba yun? Kasi hindi
So, let's try to be specific, sir. So, walang problema doon sa ambassador. Ang problema doon sa consul.
Ambassador, we cannot question.
Doon sa consul general. Kasi nasa part sila ng commerce. Nasa commerce department sila kung hindi ako nagkakamali, sir.
Consul General still is under the DFA.
Yes. But their function is parang nasa commerce, ganon.
Well, that's part of their job. Kasi tatlo ang pillar ng...
Pero Doc, sino ang namimili sa kanila? O nag-choose sa kanila?
They have a board composed of USEX and, and so forth. No? Sila ang namimili.
Not the ambassador alone. Hindi lang.
The ambassador has no role. Is the department secretary.
The DFA.
Secretary po ang final decision maker.
So sila nag-a-assign, sila
ng mga consul. Yes.
So because the law, the Republic Act does not define exigencies of the service. Wala siyang exigencies of the service pertain to ABs, walang gano'n. At saka yung prerogative of the Secretary of the Department of Foreign Affairs, hindi rin po defined. So, nagkakaroon po ng masyadong malawig yung kanyang kapangyarihan na maglagay, magtalaga, maglipat ng mga to the detriment ng overall objective ng Department of Foreign Affairs, which are those three, yung national security, national economy, and the protection of rights of overseas Filipinos.
So you're asking for a permanent term para hindi magkaroon ng madalas na pagpapalit-palit ng Consul General, sir.
At least sundin man lang nila yung lumang batas. Minimum of 2 and maximum of 6. And yun sa nangyari, katulad na halimbawa na rin sa New York, hindi nga na. So, minimum of 2, average of 1 year lang yung 6 congens in 6 years. Ibig sabihin, 1 year average.
So, in that case, kung...
so, dapat may fixed term sila, Doc?
Hindi lang yun, ano? Bukod sa meron silang maximum of 6 years, there's also no language in the law that gives the constituents they are sworn to serve, yung overseas Filipinos. Wala silang say. Which is what is lacking in the law, no? Baga, in our case, nag-petition kami na yung aming congen ay retain. No? We had over 800 signatures sa petition, over 20.
Kailangan pang magkaroon ng mga ganong bagay para lang mapakinggan, sir, no?
Yun nga ang masakit ang katuwiran pa sa akin ng isang retired na ambassador, sabi niya, pero pag nagreklamo kayo ng masama, tanggal agad yan. So why doesn't the opposite work? where kung sinabi namin na ang tao na ito ay magaling, huwag niyong tanggalin, bakit hindi kami pinapakinggan? So, it should be, di ba, what is good for the goose is good for the gander. Di ba, ganun eh. So, bakit kami ini-ignore? No? Bakit hindi ba kami ang pinagsumpaan ninyo na paglilingkuran ninyo? Bakit pag nagsalita po kami at naghahain po kami ng aming
appeal,
pakiusap, hindi biglang sasabihin nyo meron kasi nagbulong. Kasi sino po yung mga nagbubulong na yan? Yan po mga pag-uusapan. Ano? Nasa ba sa proseso? Wala naman sa batas na pag may nagbulong, pwedeng inipat isang... Hindi, wala naman gano'n sa batas eh. No? In fact, yun ang gusto namin ma-codify. Na unless and if those constituents of that particular jurisdiction file a petition certifying and verifying at talagang binabackup nila yung kanilang consul general in that situation o yung kanilang vice consul o yung kanilang deputy consul, pakinggan po ninyo ang tao. Yun lang po sinasabi natin, no? At huwag po niyong ipilit yung inyo.
So, ibig sabihin, Doc, may politika rin dyan.
Ito po masama dyan.
That's a political position.
No, the consul is not a it's a career position.
Career position.
The ambassador is a political position. That I accept. Consul General below is not a political position. It's a career position. You earn that. You pass through a board. May merong qualification board. Mayroon silang Foreign Service Institute. Merong board within the law na nag-aano niya. At yung sama pa niya, during a conversation nga dito sa International Assembly, may nagbulong sa atin na isang USEC na, did you ever consider that this, whatever happened is above the Secretary Manalo? Because pwede ba yun?
So doon po
Nakakadulas lang siya, no? Probably, misspeak siya. Pero, you should not utter these words, no, to someone else na ganyan na, above the secretary, baka magalit si Secretary Manalo niyan.
So you're saying,
who's running his department?
ibig nyo sabihin, Sir, Doc, ay yung mga na-appoint ay career din naman. Pero, papalit-palit lang.
Pero still appointed sila.
I'm not saying that the congen that was assigned is unqualified. Career siya. Qualified siya.
So ano yung reason na nakikita nyo, Doc? Bakit ganun kabilis palitan yung congen?
Yun ang problema eh. We don't know enough. We know a little bit. And when you don't know enough and you know only a little bit, you speculate. And that is where the dangerous waters come around and then the sharks are circling. Yun ang I don't know if we want to go there. But, and I can only speculate. But let's speak hypothetical. Para hypothetical po ito yung mga kung may nakikinig po sa DFA, this is hypothetical. I am
let's speak about let's make it factual.
kasi sabi natin kanina
nakikinig ng DFA.
kasi sabi natin kanina ang ating istasyon po ay ayaw may kaaway.
Hindi, kasi ang station is ang bagong motto niyan ay nagsiservisyo ng tama, nagbabalita ng tama, and so it's our call to speak about facts.
So, here are the facts that we know. Oh my God. Okay. So baka cancelin yung aking appointment sa DFA. Anyway.
Naka-schedule kayo, Doc?
Hindi, wala pang date. Pero may letter na ako na sabi, we will, instead of, because the Secretary Manalo is really busy, the Chief of Staff will meet with me. So I find that acceptable. That's a good, happy compromise. Sabi ko nga, kung habang nandun ako, at medyo may nalibre si Secretary Manalo, imbis na magpunta siya ng CR, pumunta siya doon sa meeting, sa conference room, at makihalo siya sa discussion. So ganito po yung mga facts na hinihingi. Okay, so, we know that the current ambassador, the permanent representative to the UN mission, Mr. Lagdameo, is the #1 donor of the President. To the credit of the President, he released, just like PRRD, he released his list of donors. Kaya #1 po niya is si Mr. Lagdameo, who donated 400 million. Mr. Lagdameo was at the time the ambassador to the UK. At the time of his tenure as ambassador to the UK, the Consul General in London is the current, now the newly assigned congen in New York. So, may pinagsamahan sila sa UK. Ambassador sila the Bayan at the time, congen itong si Condon ngayon sa New York, magkasama sila dun sa UK, sa London, kasi ang embassy nandun din. So, may pinagsamahan sila. Yung siya ngayon ang inupo itong magkasama sila ngayon sa building. Yung pong tinitira ng yung Congen's residence is on the same building as where the head of mission to the UN is also residing. Hati sila, tig 3 floors sila.
Baka naman nagre-renta doon, sir?
No, this is one of those buildings that were again quote-unquote rumored to have been owned by
so hindi na fact yun.
By the medyo lumalalim na doon.
Lumalalim na.
So walang question
Hindi,
doon.
siguro,
Walang
focus
question
na lang natin dun
Walang
sa
question dun sa ambassadors.
sa proposal talaga ni Doc Fernandez.
Tinanggal niya na yung isang congen na gustong-gusto ng mga tao by in fact dahil nga may petition to retain. Pinilit. Okay, pinilipat, nasa Milan na siya. Hello, congen. Nasa Milan na siya. So, ang ipinalit yung kasama niya dati dun sa UK. May pinagsamahan sila eh. Kung ano ang motivation nun, kung ano man yung hindi kasi ang congen, sabi mo nga kanina, pinasabi natin, qualified naman siya. Qualified din yung tinanggal eh. So ito yung sinasabi na exigencies of the service. Kasi yun ang
pero may ano doon, sir, the most qualified.
Ayan. So, who is more qualified? The one who's been there for 1.5 years, have commiserated. In fact, in some situation, may mga namatayan and so on and so forth.
That's why
Pero Doc, as you mentioned, sabi mo kanina, dumadaan naman sa board yan. So, hindi lang isang tao yung nagde-decide kung sino po yung kanilang pipiliin.
Right. But they refuse to explain the exigencies of service and the particular skills that have then
So
resulted in this
very
decision.
general yung term na in the exigencies of service. In
Yeah,
other
it's
words,
too big.
it's a mandatory utos
It's too big.
na kailangan mo sundin.
It's too big. And then there is also a coercive section of the law which is grounds for dismissal from the service. Not following your order. Pag hindi ka sumunod, siba ka.
Because it's an order.
Ayan mga partners, mainit na po yung talakayan natin dyan. Anyway, magko-commercial break lang po tayo. 7:45 na po ng umaga. Magbabalik po ang issue ng bayan. Makalipas lamang po ang ilang paalala.
That time check was brought to you by Philippine Veterans Bank, a bank with a heart for every Filipino. Isyu ng Bayan! Sa gitna ng pandemya, palakasin ang resistensya. Siguraduhin ang 7 hanggang 8 oras na tulog. Kumain ng masustansya at manalangin. Isang paalala mula sa MX3. Be extraordinary with MX3.
I'm Annette Ablan, the Honorary Consul of the Republic of Belarus to the Philippines. Now, iba online lahat. Of course, it's difficult. So it's important na maglalakad ka rin, healthy foods, more salads, more gulay. It's a big factor in improving our health. With my busy schedule, I discovered MX3 and I've been taking it for more than 7 years already.
Mahalagang paalala, ang MX3 capsule ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamitin panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Narito na ang Filipino Mirror, ang unang tabloid sa negosyo. Nagtatampok ng mga eksklusibong balita at impormasyon ng pagtatagumpay sa negosyo. Ang tabloid na nagbibigay ng gabay at inspirasyon sa pag-unlad at pag-asenso. Filipino Mirror, naglalaman ng mga nagbabagang balita, napapanahong issue, may init na opinyon at komentaryo. Filipino Mirror, ang unang tabloid sa negosyo. Pinarangalan ng Gawat ng Lao bilang natatanging pahayagan sa 3 magkakasunod na taon at marami pang pagkilala. Kaya bumili na at magbasa ng Filipino Mirror ng umasenso sa pagnenegosyo.
Sa eternal plans, you're in better hands. Peace of mind, security, ang alay sa iyo. Mag-eternal plans ka na.
Sa panahong hindi inaasahan tulad nitong pandemya, maging handa. Mag-Eternal Plans ka na. For inquiries, email us at marketing@eternalplans.net.ph. The Isuzu Philippines Corporation recognizes our dealer, Gencars Isuzu Makati, with the following awards. First place in the Excellence in Parts Operations category. Second place in the Excellence in Service Operations category. And the 2022 Dealer of the Year Award. Congratulations! Aliu Broadcasting Corporation is in need of social media content creators responsible for researching and turning content ideas into videos, images, infographics, and text captions. Ability to work with creative tools like Adobe. Proven experience in creating engaging content on different social media platforms like Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Extensive knowledge of the popular social media platforms with deep interest in current social media trends is required for this job. Graduate of Multimedia Arts, English, Marketing, Journalism, or Mass Communication. The Human Resources Department is available to accept walk-in applicants from Monday to Friday, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Bring your comprehensive resume and other credentials to Aliu Broadcasting Corporate Office, located at the 5th floor, City State Center, 709 Shaw Boulevard, Pasig City.
Gumising kasama ang mga bagong-bagong mga balita. Gumising kasama ang mga bagong-bagong impormasyon. Hahataw na, arangkada na. Kaya tayo na. Dahil buhay na ang mga dugo ng mga taong maagang gumising. Isisigaw na ang sigaw ng sambayanan. DWIZ Pinoy Gising! Kasama ang opisyal na gisingero ng bayan. Gising ang kahit na sino. Kasama si Drew Nasino. Live sa DWIZ Radio. DWIZ Regional Integrated News Nationwide. Live din sa Facebook at YouTube. Panoorin din ang live sa Aliu 23. Tayo na! Aba, umaga na! DWIZ Pinoy Gising! Araw-araw, gising! Monday to Friday, 5 a.m.
Aliu Broadcasting Corporation is inviting candidates for the following job vacancies. Accounting Assistant, graduate of BS Accountancy, at least 1 year experience as accounting assistant, knowledge in process of payables, receivables, and credit and collection, analytical and result-oriented. HR and Admin Assistant, graduate of Psychology or HR Management course with 1 year solid work experience in doing recruitment and administrative work in a radio business setup, analytical, detailed, and result-oriented. Interested applicants may personally submit their comprehensive resume and other credentials to Aliu Broadcasting Corporate Office, located at the 5th floor, City State Center, 709 Shaw Boulevard, Pasig City, or email at abc.hrmd@gmail.com. Isyu ng Bayan. Kasama sila LIZA Soriano at N. Rosales Dural.
Ayan, engineer, magsumba tayo mamaya. Anyway, batiin ko lang nakikinig nanonood sa atin ngayon si Ginoong Randy Artiaga Santisas. Pilisining sir, good morning po. At kay Ma'am Zoraida Calumente. Ang gandang umaga po, ma'am. At syempre, kasama pa rin po natin si Dr. Fernandez. Ano?
Dr.
Yes, partner.
Fernandez.
Oy, halimbawa, manalo ka naman sa Congress at maging member ka ng Congress, si Congressman Ed, ano ang...
For as long as that susuportahan ako ng Filipino overseas.
Ikaw Congressman, anong mga kailangan natin baguhin dito sa Foreign Service Act? Anong natin dito? Ano ba ang mga, to be specific, ano ang kailangan baguhin doon sa batas?
Yes. So, first of all, yung right to be heard, right to petition ng mga constituents that are supposed to be the sworn customers of the Department of Foreign Affairs, bigyan natin sila ng boses sa batas. I-codify natin. No? Unless ganito, nag-petition ng mga tao, ganito, as proof na very satisfactory or excellent yung ating gustong ilipat, pakinggan natin ang bayan, ang mga tao. Total sila naman ang direct na sinisilbihan. No? Tapos, i-define natin yung masyadong ambiguous na exigencies of the service and particular skills. No? Medyo kailangan niya may ABCD yan nakalagay kung ano ispelingin natin para hindi masyadong broad and subject to abuse yung exigencies of the service at saka yung particular skills na yan. Medyo linawin natin yan sa law.
Alam mo, magandang ano yun, kumbaga, kamalayan, no, partner. Lalo na sa gobyerno, yan po ay hindi lamang sa mga embassies. Dito rin po sa Pilipinas ay ina-apply ang in the executive service kung kinasa serbisyo, ano po. At yan po ay applicable din sa lokal dito sa Pilipinas, sir.
Definitely, most definitely.
In other words, binabanggit po ninyo na kinakailangan bigyan ng merit, no, yung ganong mga karapatan sa pagpepetisyon na kagustuhan ng mga mamamayan. Ganun po ba, sir?
Definitely. In fact, yung ating, although di ko pa ni-research specifically kung how many % of the voters of the last election are required to remove a sitting official. No? I don't recall whether there is such a law or if that law existed, kung ano yung percentage na required ng previous election. No? Kung ilang percent ng mga botante na ang required na magpirma para tanggalin ang isang sitting governor, mayor, or even the president. No? Kung meron tayong ganyan. Kung wala po, dapat magkaroon.
Para sa election lang yun yung initiative na binabanggit, no?
Yes, yes.
Parang kagaya nung ginamit ni former Senator Defensor, no? Initiative. Yung mga
People's Initiative.
magpaperma-perma na mga gano'n, no?
Yes.
So, sa dalawang binabanggit po ninyo, is there any other concern para po ika nga ay maliwanagan natin?
Yes, and you know, the DFA should really stick to their three pillars, you know, national security, national economy, and the protection of rights of overseas Filipinos, which is the most ridiculous of the three pillars. Kasi you're supposed to protect the rights of overseas Filipinos abroad, and yet they themselves cannot be protected against their own government. No? So yun ang pinaka-ridiculous part eh.
Since sa pagbabalik ko dito sa programa namin, sir, no, kailangan may update ka na sa amin ng mga bagay na yan. Sa bilis ng oras, partner.
Correct. Napakabilis ng oras, mga partners.
Na didiscuss yung generational existential threat. Ganda ng partner eh.
Oo nga. Anyway, siguro bigyan tayo ng feedback ni Doc Fernandez, no? Dahil anytime, no? May meeting po. Wag lang. Mga partners, ayan. Pasalamatan ko lang, no? Oo. Okay. Pwede pa raw. Sabi ni engineer. So, yan.
Ilang minuto pa. Alright, so, in a nutshell, sir, yung mga Pilipino na binabanggit mo na kumbaga ay mapuputol yung ating pagiging Pilipino, no, dahil sa itong binabanggit mo na generational existence threat.
So yun nga po, no, because generational kasi next generation